Now, there's one thing that is very clear and very obvious to a vast majority of Kenyans right now, and it is this. The camp of Deputy President William Samoei Ruto have stopped thinking. Now, if you're a William Ruto supporter, relax. I'm not being abusive. I'm not abusing anybody's intelligence. I'm just talking about human nature. You know, it is very strange in life because humans are emotional beings, very emotional beings, yeah? And the humans can also think, yeah? But the thing which hinders thinking is emotions. The minute emotions take over in your life, you're done. That's really the reality. Now, there's a very good reason why the Ruto camp has stopped thinking, yeah? And that reason, as I've just pointed out, are the emotions, yeah? So what emotions are these that have made these very smart, clever, sharp guys stop thinking? Now, hold on to that thought for a minute, yeah? Hold on to that thought for a second. Now, one thing that we have seen that clearly tells us that there's a problem here. Let's take the recent funeral, yeah, of the former legislator in Baringo, which was attended by DP Ruto camp and also by Gideon Moi himself. Rift Valley MPs, yeah, and Rift Valley politicians who were on the side of Ruto were very emotional. And they kept on repeating one name, Gideon, Gideon, Gideon this, Gideon. Indeed, when Gideon came to the podium, yeah, when it was his turn to speak, he mentioned it, yeah, speaking in Kalenjin. He said, oh, Gideon, Gideon, you guys are just, that's just the name that's flying all over the place. Another political analyst, very popular guy here on YouTube, yeah, put it very well. He said that the name of Gideon was uttered many more times than the name of the deceased. Now, that's crazy. Yeah, he's right, but, do you realize how ridiculous the whole situation was in Baringo? Because when you go for a funeral, the focus is the person who was passed on. You're celebrating their lives. You're saying they did this, they did that, and so on and so forth. But in this very strange, bizarre funeral in Baringo, the name which was being mentioned most was Gideon, not the deceased. So Gideon Moi is a person who has stirred up so much emotion in the DP Ruto camp that they've stopped thinking. But why? Now allow me to go back in history very briefly, okay? When the former President Daniel Arap Moi was about to leave power, in 2002, there was a succession battle. Yeah, very many people wanted to take over from Moi, yeah, in Kanu, because they believed that whoever took over from Moi in Kanu was home and dry as far as the presidency of the Republic of Kenya was concerned. Now, when Moi chose Uhuru Kenyatta as his successor, people went ballistic. And looking back now, that was one of the main reasons why Kanu fell in 2002. Looking back, there's also another very astonishing fact that clearly comes out. Why did Moi choose Uhuru? Because Uhuru was his safest bet in protecting himself and protecting the wealth of the Mois, yeah, when Moi left power. Because if anybody came after Moi, yeah, Moi's camp would simply say, what about the Kenyatta family? We are the same. Their wealth was also amassed when Kenyatta was in office, just as our wealth was also amassed when Moi was in office. In other words, the Moi family and the Kenyatta family are joined at the hip. Yeah? They really have no option but to stick together to survive, even if they don't like each other. Yeah? I'm not saying they don't like each other. I'm just saying they don't have an option. Just put yourself in the shoes of these two families for a minute, okay? Even if it was you, you have to protect yourself first. And then the country you love, second. Now, fast forward to 2018, the present, okay? Uhuru Kenyatta is about to serve his last term, is about to leave office. And people are really pushing forward an agenda called Truth and Reconciliation, yeah? To revisit the past and to fix Kenya and to bring Kenyans together again. And so if you are Moi, yeah, or if you are Kenyatta, you definitely have to be very, very worried about this agenda. Indeed, this is why that Truth, Justice and Reconciliation report, which was released a long time ago, has been gathering dust. Indeed, even before the report was released, let me just remind you, there was a lot of controversy. There were certain sections of the report that members of that committee which prepared it did not want to go through. They stubbornly refused to sign them off. The long and short of it is that the Truth, Justice and Reconciliation agenda is a very hot potato, extremely hot. Now in the next part of this recording, I will tell you a little more. Yeah, I will release a few more devastating bombshells. Don't miss it. Okay, all you have to do is wait for the link on the top left-hand corner of your screen. Click on it and you'll be on to part 2 as soon as that video is posted. This is Kshs Kumekucha.